Shanghai, Pearl of the Orient. Here the past meets the present and the future. Join Travelogue in Shanghai and stroll with us along the historic Bund. Feel the pulse of a sophisticated city that never sleeps. Come and experience Shanghai, the vibrant metropolis. For where to go and what to do in this iconic city where East meets West, watch Travelogue series from Shanghai.
We've experienced Shanghai's bright city lights, so it's only fitting that we complete this series with a visit to the outskirts. Spring is the best season as the flowers are in full bloom in this agricultural haven. And we'll also visit ancient towns that produced poets throughout China's history, waxing lyrical about its abundance here. After all, Jiangnan, south of the Yangtze River, is known as the land of milk and honey, or rather, rice and mighty waters. I'm Greta Georges, and this is Travelogue.
We begin our journey to the southwest of Shanghai proper in Jingshan district. Jingshan is Shanghai's premier granary, and it's easy to get to. Our mission in Jingshan is to understand the rural customs and culture that color the landscape here. Thanks to a direct bus route from Shanghai along the highway, it only takes an hour to get to this charming countryside getaway. In 1988, Jingshan was named the birthplace of modern folk art in China by the Ministry of Culture. Mr. Zhou is my local contact, and he's a seasoned tour guide. He says farmer paintings express the customs and lifestyles in the countryside. There are hundreds of farmer painters living in Jingshan. Rural artists even come from other parts of China to be inspired by their counterparts here. 8 of them live here in the dedicated farmer painter village. Today's agenda, a meetup with one of Jingshan's famous farmer painters.
Oh, hi. Hi, 你好。
这个是当地金山农民画的很有名的曹训文老师。
哦，你好，你好。这全部都是你画的？
对呀。
是吧？你是几时开始画的？
是那个70年代中期的时候。
是吗？
上海来了一批大画家，叫韩和平老师，就是这位老师，他是非常有名的一个画家。
Farmer paintings are known for their strong colors, ranging from green to red and yellow to blue. The liberal use of colors depicts people, animals, and places, creating a record of their daily lives.
是吗？那你自己最喜欢的画是哪一幅画的？
我还是喜欢最后瑜伽乐。
哦，是吗？这有没有故事的？
这个画就是美国前国务卿基辛格博士啊，他看中了我这幅画，然后他对我这幅画的理解是什么？圆的是代表一个地球，船是月亮，网是网络把全世界联系在一起。这个鱼是代表地球上的国家，在这个地球上和谐共处，人与自然的和谐。这样一评价以后呢，这幅画的意义更加的深刻了。
Lots of visitors come specially from downtown Shanghai to visit her. They don't just come to snap up her artworks, they also ask her to teach their kids painting. Her art has been exhibited in Japan, America, and Belgium, to name just a few places.
What do you like about this art? Because it's obviously very different from traditional Chinese paintings. It's like big, you know.
I like the colours. I like the vibrancy of the colours. And the simplicity of the form.
Yeah.
The simplicity,
it's almost
you can understand it.
And they're very happy pictures.
Yes.
And your kids like them too as well.
They're happy to look at.
Yeah, it's beautiful. 他们就夸你的就特别漂亮，就
Thank you.
都非常非常棒。
谢谢。
Our next stop is Fengjing Ancient Town, less than 10 minutes drive from Jingshan Farmer Painters Village.
Wow, Mr. Cho, this place looks really quaint. What a lovely town. Really small and cozy.
Greta, you might think this is a small town, but this is such a well-known town, churning out the heavy weight of intellectuals in the imperial examinations throughout the Chinese history. And some of them have won the national champion in the imperial examinations.
Really? Wow. Okay, so what is this?
This monument has the names of those who won the national champion in the Chinese Tang, Song, and Qing dynasties.
They all came from this very place.
Right.
Oh,
This.
So what is behind those doors?
Shall we have a look?
That's where they live.
Yeah, let's open the door.
All right.
All 1,500 years of Fengjing Town's history is rich. Acting as the southwest gate of Shanghai, this water town is non-commercialized and very tranquil. This is probably why it has been able to nourish great minds. Imperial scholars, political and revolutionary figures, painters, and even cartoonists have called this place home. You can have a chat with the friendly locals and ask them, is it a hard-working nature or a thirst for knowledge which has cultivated such talents? If you like to go trigger happy on your camera, this is the best time to visit. Spring promises color. With these rapeseed flowers literally lining every street, the scenery is certainly bright. So plan your trip according to when the flowers bloom. There are many accommodation options or homestays that give you the access to this picturesque site from the comfort of your balcony. We were lucky to chance upon these farmers who are practicing lianxiang or bamboo dancing. This is another native Jinshan folk art. The bamboo staff is a meter long and strung with jingling copper coins.
你们是住在这里的吗？
是我们都在周围，
是吧？
啊，周围
大家都是邻居吗？
都是邻居，对的。
那你们是怎么组合这个团队的？
我们都退休了，
哦，
那家里面有那个小孩带，空下来的时候我们就打莲香。
哦，
哦，
那你们是种什么的呢？
我们是呢，这个油菜花、小麦都是我们种的呀。
哦，
那本来呢是这个莲香是要来是呢祭拜祖宗的，传承了已经有300多年了。我们把这个莲香呢就编成了我们这个莲香操、莲香舞蹈。那么我们也根据各种情况不同，我们跟莲香都在变化的。
After a merry twirl, we pick up the pace and head to Langxia's organic fruit and vegetable farm. Located in the southwest of Jingshan district, Langxia town is big on being green.
It's spring day out for the kids, so it's time for an outdoor education lesson. And today's agenda is to learn how and where vegetables grow. I'm going to be late for my class, so I'll see you in a bit. All right, look what I got for lunch. A whole lot of vegetables and fresh celery.
In a big city like Shanghai, children don't usually have the opportunity to understand where their food comes from. That's why they're here today. It's a fun field trip to learn how to connect with what they put in their mouths. It won't cost you much to come here and play farmer for the day.
This is a vegetable hot pot.
I know, it's spectacular to see what we've done this morning, and I've even contributed to it. We went out gathering these lettuces.
That's right, but you might not know these local vegetables.
Oh.
And these are called the mi xian. And this is called the ma lan tou, and these are bamboo shoots.
Wow, I recognize that one. So what's this?
Remember, we visited the flower festival, and these are Arovella jelly.
Ooh, what's the flower in there?
Jasmine flower.
Oh, nice.
And these are chrysanthemum.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's eat.
All right then. I'll go for this flower.
Our next stop is Qingpu district, 40 minutes drive north from Jingshan. The rivers, marshes and lake cover 1/5 of the area, and many attractions have been built around it. Zhujiajiao is one of them.
I love the way this water town looks. It's so gorgeous.
This place called Zhujiajiao with a history of 900 years used to be the transportation hub and a trading center between Shanghai and the rest of China. And there were lots of boats coming in and out to do the trading and to finance and to facilitate all these businesses, restaurants, hotels, even the religious temples were set up along the crisscross network of water, because in the old days the goods and the people were moved mostly by the boats at a time.
I can imagine it was just probably really busy along the sides with all the businesses, like what you said, and people probably bargaining and haggling for something. It'd be such a spirit along these waterways.
Zhujiajiao is a typical example of the water towns in the area just to the south of the Yangtze River, otherwise known as the Jiangnan region. Some of the architecture dates back to more than 1,000 years. This is one of the best preserved water towns in Jiangnan. The feel here is quite salubrious. Once you're here, the main means of transport will be these lovely traditional rowboats. It evokes a deep sense of nostalgia as we read along these narrow riverways. To me, this is a storehouse of the remarkably rich Chinese culture that I sometimes find missing from the busy modern cities. Armed with a smile, I find the locals here warm and hospitable. Zhujiajiao has an impressive history. Today, it retains much of its charm with the addition of trendy cafes, shops and restaurants. But you certainly cannot leave without a visit to the most famous street in Zhujiajiao. That's Beidajie. When you're walking along, it seems deceptively further than its 1 kilometer's length. That's because of the unique Chinese philosophy imbuing its architectural style. As long as the street is narrow and curves at an angle, it gives the illusion of depth. But there's no illusion to my hunger pangs. The smell along this street is incredibly fragrant, as there are authentic local snacks and dishes sold here, like lotus root and glutinous rice dumplings.
There are many restaurants and stores that sell all these specialty cookies and dumplings.
Looks lovely. Hey, 你好.
你好. You are invited to have a taste.
Lovely. Let me try some. Chewy and very fragrant as well. I like that. Great.
Yes. Thank you. 谢谢.
Hi guys, how are you? Yeah. How do you know about this place?
We like it because it is colorful and different from our country.
Yeah? How's the sights and smells? Because there's lots of smells. The pickles, you can't smell it, but we can. How do you find it?
Yeah, it's different. Very different from home.
Wow, what a spread. It smells really lovely. It looks delicious and colorful.
And these are the very well-known and famous local river foods. The fish, the snail, and the shrimps. Very special.
That looks perfect. So this is what you usually eat in this region, in Jiangnan?
Oh, we have a lot more others, but these are the well-known special ones.
Wow, this looks fantastic. Shall we?
Let's eat.
Yeah? Cool. All right, thank you.
Snails,
Fantastic.
local food.
Here, let me get a front for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you sidestep into the alleys, things get quiet very quickly. After lunch, Mr. Cho takes me to his favorite tea house. Now I feel I'm living La Dolce Vita. A 20-minute drive west of Zhujiajiao, and we hit Dianshan Lake. This is Shanghai's only freshwater lake, and at 62 square kilometers, it's pretty big. Dianshan Lake is important to Shanghai as it connects the Huangpu River and Wusong River. This lake with its abundance of aquatic life acts as a lifeline for Shanghai's waterways. If you're a water sports enthusiast, head over to Shanghai Boat and Yacht Club on the west side of the lake and enjoy the waves to the full. The club's origins go back to a small group of foreign sailing enthusiasts in June 2001.
Is there a big growth in the Chinese participants?
There is growth as more and more youngsters get access to seeing what's going on in the world. The Beijing Olympics gave people a lot of access, and more people want to try new things, and sailing is a great sport. You can see here, look, I mean, it's fantastic. So, I mean, you know, 40 minutes from downtown Shanghai, it's like the Mediterranean.
I can hardly believe it.
Yeah.
All right, high five. Awesome.
After building up some speed with the wind, we take to the roads and head for Jiajing district. This is an important base for the country's auto industry, as there are many assembly plants here. Also, catch the Shanghai Formula One Grand Prix, as this is a once-in-a-year opportunity.
Here I am at Shanghai International Circuit, and there's no better way to get here than by the subway. It's easy, fast and convenient, and you'll beat the crowds in traffic. And you know what? It's located right next to the track, which means you just go on and get into the action and get ready to rumble.
Got F1 fever? You can purchase tickets online, but don't fret if it comes down to a last-minute decision. Tickets are sold at the circuit on the day itself. Every April, this place is on full throttle as locals and overseas visitors gather in eager anticipation.
Come and show us your flag. All right, lovely. So you're wearing a football shirt from Malaga.
Yeah.
Who are you supporting?
Of course, Alonso.
Alonso, what do you think his chances are? He's not really sort of... what's going on with him?
I think he won in Malaysia.
Yeah?
He got chances here
He's got
too.
chances, so you're proud of you're obviously from Spain?
Yeah.
Very nice. Where are you from?
The U.S.
Okay, do you guys live in Shanghai?
No, we live in India.
You live in India, so did you fly down especially for this?
He did.
You did? Yeah. What's your name?
Athena.
Athena, how old are you?
I'm 10.
Are you excited to see the F1?
Yes, I am.
Is this the first time?
No, second.
Wow, you're a very lucky girl. And what do you expect to see today? Do you have anyone you're supporting, or you just want to see the cars?
My dad's a fan of Hamilton, so I think I'm going to cheer for him.
Shanghai Formula One first kicked off in 2004. It's a perfect fit with Shanghai's image as an international city, and now it's one of the city's iconic events. The Chinese character Shang, the first character in the name of the city Shanghai, inspired the track layout. It means above or ascend. But most importantly, you should not forget your life-saving earplugs. We left the noise and excitement of F1 behind and visited China's leading new energy car demonstration base to get a look at some clean and green cars. Hopefully, in the future, this will propel the global green race, as this technology is still in its infancy.
你好, this is a registration center. You need to have a driver's license to try the electric car.
All right. Let's see.
We must fill out this form before we can drive.
Okay.
Thank you. 谢谢.
Thank you. I love the smell of new cars. This is superb. What is it?
Well, this is a hybrid car. The battery would support a mileage of up to 60 kilometers, and the top speed of the car is 160 kilometers.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. So it runs on both petrol and electricity as well.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be truly inspirational to see Formula One cars running on clean electricity? Ditching our F1 ambitions, we take a comfortable 25-minute drive. Our destination, Nanxiang Town, home of the famous Nanxiang Xiaolong, or steamed dumplings. If you want to get out of Shanghai, why not take the subway and make it a full-day trip? Besides taking an authentic bite of the dumplings, the ancient town is a notable sight. I imagine that this restaurant was buzzing the same way now as it did over 100 years ago.
And these are called the xiaolongbao, the steamed dumpling. And Nanxiang is the place that originates.
Okay, so this is where it all started. So this is really authentic.
Right, and these are very famous in here, and this is also a place of a good value. They are cheaper than the city center.
Oh, do you know what? I saw the ladies folding it up really quickly. They're very nimble with their hands. I wonder how many do they go through? Like hundreds in a day?
No, they really make 2,000 a day for each staff, and there are 25 people in the kitchen, and they make totally about up to 50,000 buns of them a day, more than we can eat.
Yeah, I can imagine. You know, I thought it's always eaten like a street snack, shall we? But, you know, I didn't know we can consume it in such an elegant fashion here in the restaurant.
Right.
The setting here is beautiful. Here, let me grab one.
That's the way, and dip in the soy.
Yeah.
And first take a little bit bite to let the sauce be out.
No, the soup is coming out.
After a while, you take the whole thing.
Here it goes.
Very delicious, very special.
Really good. If you are a xiaolong aficionado, this is just the place for you to indulge. Most of the shops along this street sell various flavors of these famous dumplings. From crab roe to mushrooms, vegetables to ground pork, the locals like them the way they remember from their childhood. Bellies full, we head to Chongming, the third largest island in China, which is also the largest river alluvial island in the world. All thanks to the Shanghai Yangtze River Tunnel and Bridge, the island is now conveniently connected to land. Covered with natural parks, wetlands and ecological villages, it's a winner with nature lovers.
Greta, you're going to really love this bike riding, and here's the rental place, and it's affordable.
Oh good, we can get some exercise here.
And this way, the best way to appreciate the beauty of Chongming is to rent a bike and hike around.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, I take this blue one.
This is Dongping Forest Park. Its bike-friendly path allows you to whiz through thick groves of bamboo and pine. At over 3.5 square kilometers, this is one of the largest man-made forests in eastern China, with more than 500 species of trees and flowers.
Dongping Forest Garden has many types of plants that grow in here.
I mean, to see the range here and to be able to feel this in the middle of spring.
Right here along the path you can see the bamboo and also the metal sequoia.
Yeah.
And the wild chrysanthemum, the subtropical palm trees. Ooh, some of them are really big.
Nothing beats nature, you know? Just coming out here and just breathing the fresh air, smelling the flowers, being able to do a little exercise. It's really refreshing. Definitely better than signing up for gym membership, I think. One of the pleasures of life.
And the pleasure was all ours when we spotted the elusive deer grazing on the grass. What a great way to end our trip here.
Beautiful wetland, Dongtan, in the corner of Chongming.
It's spectacular. It's really, really gorgeous to be out here. I mean, I can hear the birds, although I can't see them exactly where they are. A bit elusive this morning.
Well, if the season is right, you would see up to between 1 to 3 million birds in this area.
And how many kinds of birds?
About 130 kinds of different migrant birds.
Where are they usually from?
They are usually from New Zealand, Australia, Japan, etc.
Like us, photography buffs and film crews wake up early to capture the perfect sunrise and the migratory birds.
听说你以前也是来过这边。
2年前我在那个保护区的鸟类保护区里面拍到过，鸟群虽然说不是非常多，但是已经可以看到成群的鸟在那里飞来飞去。
We've got a sense of antiquity in the old timeless towns here in the outskirts, which is a pleasant change of pace from the hustle and bustle of the city. And as we end our Shanghai series, I remember the city's shining facade, pumping nightlife and local delights. But there's still so much more waiting to be discovered. So the next time when you're around, don't forget to pack your bags for at least a week or two and feed your cultural and environmental thirst. I'm Greta Georges, and this has been Travelogue.